Now, the second name is Vishnuhu. Vishnuhu. What does Vishnuhu represent? So, Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro, right? So Vishnuhu is the next name. And what does Vishnuhu say? Vishnu is an interesting name, right? Vishnuhu is an interesting name. The one who pervades, the one who pervades. In the commentary for the first name, Vishwam, Parasara Bhatter says, Vishwam is above any gender. We call the Lord as he, she, all these genders, etc. The combination of Vishwam and Vishnu is above gender, is above all genders. You have to raise above the genders. The Lord is really, you can't attribute a gender. The form that we have attributed, genders we have attributed, etc., is because the Lord knows that only when we as human beings relate to something that is similar, so name and forms, really, we can't really understand him. Why the gender? Why father, mother? Why Daya Devi? Why the female form of the Lord? Because we have an attraction towards this, that, and the other. So Parasara Bhatta beautifully says, he is above. In fact, you can't even call he. Therefore, in the UK, we call them they. They. You can't say he or she. So I was, recently calling somebody, referring to this conversation with my son, who happens to study there, and says, Daddy, they don't want to be called as he or she. They want to be called as they. They want to be called as they. And I was reminded of this Vishwam, Vishnuhu, and Parasara Bhatta's commentary, which says, Lord is above gender. That's the truth. Can you say that he is the male form, female form? No. He is above all of that. And that is what is represented by the name Vishwam, Vishnuhu. So Vishnu says, one who pervades in all. This is a beautiful story that we are going to go to, and we are going to go to Vrindavana to do the story of, we are going to go to Vrindavana to hear the story of Vishnu. All of you who have come to our distribution, enjoy the blissful atmosphere of Vrindavana. Our master Banke Bihari, I'll try and get I did not think of Banke Bihari when we were, Janki, me and Shanti were talking last night about what photographs we wanted to put. It did not strike me that I had to put my master Banke Bihari's photos. We will get you some Banke Bihari's photos as we speak. So this is an incident that happens in Vrindavana. Shanta was a 16-year-old cowherd. Her parents, one day tell her that, look, you be in charge of the house and the butter in the house. We are going to attend Gargacharya's discourses on Vishnu Sahasranama. Gargacharya is the preceptor of Nanda and Yashoda. Gargacharya is the person who names Krishna and Balarama. We know that as students of Bhagavatam. Now, this Gopi says, this cowherd says, hey, what? There you go, Banke. Thank you, Janki. Jai ho, Banke Bihari Lal ki. Banke Bihari Lal ki Jai. Banke Bihari Lal ki Jai. So, we are in Vrindavana now. Okay, so now they say that, the parents tell her, Shanta, you be careful, okay? Be watchful. Krishna is very mischievous and he would spare no effort to consume the butter from our house, they tell her. Okay? And the lady, the little girl is saying, why can't I come with you? Why can't I come with you for the Vishnu Sahasranamam discourse? And the parents say, look, you won't understand Vishnu Sahasranamam, my child, says the father. Gargacharya is teaching high-level philosophy. For those of us who think Vishnu Sahasranamam is different from Bhagavad Gita or any of the scriptures that we have studied, please change that from today onwards. The 1,000 names have got the teachings of everything that the Bhagavad Gita and any other scripture that we might read. It is all contained into the Vishnu Sahasranamam. Somebody is not on mute. Please, can you go on mute? Thank you. Somebody is not on mute. Please help us. Thank you. So now, what happens now? The girl says she wants to come, and parents are saying, you won't understand Gargacharya is going to be talking about high-level philosophy. You won't be able to understand that. So you better stay at home. So the girl stays at home. Lo and behold, after the parents have left, there's a knock at the door. The girl, Shanta, looks through the window, and a old Swamiji appears there. And a Swamiji appears at the door. And the Swami says, can you please get me a glass of water? Shanta welcomes the saint and says, please come in, sit. and I'll go and get the water. The Swamiji is now asking, can you give me a glass of water? And Chanta says, yeah, please come in and sit. I'll get you the water. And the saint is saying, the old man is saying, are you alone at home? And Chanta says, yes, Swamiji. My parents have gone to listen to Gargacharya's discourses on Vishnu Sahasranama. I also wanted to go, but they won't take me because they think I cannot understand Vishnu Sahasranama. Right? Gargacharya is going to explain the greatness, but it feel like they are telling me that I am not eligible and I can't hear him. So says the girl. The saint who knocked at the door is saying, don't worry, my child, says the Swamiji. I will explain the name Vishnu to you and to all of them so that they comprehend it. So saying, the Swami is now waiting for Shanta to go inside to the kitchen. When Shanta returns with the water, the old man was not to be seen. But what does Shanta now hear? She hears noise from the kitchen and she rushes there only to see Lord Krishna tasting the butter happily. She says, you mischievous boy, shouted Shanta. You entered my house in the guise of an old man to cheat me, and now you're swallowing all the butter here. And now you told me, as the old man, you told me you're going to explain the name Vishnu to me. And now Krishna says, look here, Shanta, why are you shouting? I shall teach you the name of Vishnu after consuming all the butter. Of course, the girl says, my parents will give me a hard time if you eat butter. Do not eat more butter. Don't eat more of it. Don't worry about it, Shanta. It is okay, Krishna says. And he takes a sizable portion of the butter and eats it. In the photograph that's on your screen, you see a small ball next to Banke Bihari Lal's feet. That is butter that is kept on Akshaya Tritiya day. Only on Akshaya Tritiya day, you can see Banke Bihari Lal's feet. The other days, you cannot have darshan. His feet is covered. So you see that ball, that is butter. Okay. Now, Krishna was enjoying the butter. Now, Shanta has lost her patience. She takes a stick. You mischievous boy. And she beats him on his back. At that moment, she feels that a blow on her back. And the butter pot also broke into pieces. Gargacharya there, who was giving the discourse, feels that somebody had beaten him with a stick on his back. All the audience listening to him in the entire session felt a sudden spasm of pain in their back. The cows, the calves, the buffaloes, the sheep, the frogs, all jumped alike in pain. There's chaos and confusion. Who's beating us? Shouted everybody. Just then Krishna disappeared. Shanta saw that the stick that had beaten Krishna was also feeling the pain and jumping. What is this? She shouted. Now you understood this, what Vishnu means, said Krishna from the void. Shanta says, yeah, now understood what Vishnu means. He is the one in all. He is the one who pervades. He is the one who pervades. When Krishna got the beating, all got the beating, for he was the one in all. The Lord pervades everything. That is why when you see my master, later on in the story where he eats one morsel of rice and Durvasa and his entire entourage felt that, oh, we've eaten. Once you've offered it to the Lord, when the Lord has done it, everything else has been done. Once we understood that, we understand that there is nothing beyond my master Krishna in the world, then there will be no ill feeling towards anybody. Forget ill feeling towards your enemies. You will not even have ill feeling towards your mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, husband, wife, whatever it might be. Because the Lord is the only soul that resides in the soul and body of everything, whether it is sentient or insentient. He pervades all of them completely, right? Nothing beyond that. So, and what is the Palastuti then? The Palastuti of chanting this name, is that we will understand that the Lord is everywhere. And with that, we will convert even our critics into our fans, because you will be full of love. This is the fundamental principle of Dale Carnegie's teachings, right? How to win friends and influence people. That, he's applied this principle of Vishnu, Vishwam and Vishnu. Dale Carnegie is saying, win friends. How do you win friends? By understanding that there is no need for hatred, no need for hating anybody, no need to be angry, no need to do all of that. So Vishnu means that you will, because your behavior will change, you will win more and more friends, is what this Palastuti is.